Welcome to the Real CP Show. I'm your host, CP. And in today's topic, this Nigerian man got his remindment. He was slapped by his Anglo girlfriend in America, while at the same time, she also broke his phone. Yes, yes. So that particular violent Anglo particular woman slapped his taste buds all over the place. This Nigerian guy, while at the same time, and that's domestic abusement, by the way, right? Which is a whole different topic against males. At the same time, this violent particular Caucasian woman that was his girlfriend sit there and broke his phone, right? That's another criminality, right? Should be a form of assault in this, especially for his personal belongings, right? But at the same time, be like, where was all his tribalism type personnel at? His various types of comrades, right? To be like, oh my goodness, we're gonna have to sit there and press charges against that violent Anglo woman. Oh my goodness, we got to sit there and protect ourselves, right, against this violent type of women like this, right? Let me show what they would do when it comes down to sit there and putting forth constructive consequentialities when certain numbers of personnel within Paname's culture put violent tendencies upon them, or at the same time while they sitting there calling Black Americans Akatas, which is a negative kind of a negative type of word terminology, right? They know what it is, and calling Black Americans lazy and stuff like that. But at the same time, how many flee from the ancient continent of Africa, right? From one of the most populous countries in Nigeria. I'm not talking about numbers of good Nigerians who know they are, right? Because there are numbers of good Nigerians who know they are, that know they got some coons over there as well that run as fast as possible from people that look like them in Nigeria, and various types of tribalism going on. Oh, they know it's the truth. And so when certain type of Nigerians flee over to America, the one this applies to, not some of the good ones that come from certain opportunities, but the ones that flee, they have this hatred for Black Americans, but they wouldn't be here for without Black pain by American Blacks in this country who helped build this country more than anybody else, besides certain ones of Paname's culture. But the point is, like, where are those numbers of Nigerian coons and sellouts, the one this applies to, when he got slapped, right? Domestic abused him, right? Broke his phone. Where are they at? Let me show you what they were doing. Exit station lab. What do you mean what they doing? Oh, because they know there are places when they sit there and see, when he saw that particular woman from within Paname's culture, to my that particular one, and he saw the goldenness of cloudness, he looked at her as a goddess. And when she put them hands on him, right, he sat there and took it. Unfortunately, has the males do each and every day. But as far as those particular type of Nigerians, the ones that have the hatred for my Black Americans, but at the same time, they have no heat when numbers of personnel within certain parts of Paname's culture show them hatred, right? So what do they do when they're shown hatred by certain ones within certain parts of Paname's culture? In this situation, this Nigerian man was sitting there shown his remindment, like, Negro, I don't care where you come from, you still like Negro. What did he sit there and do? What did his numbers of friends and compadres do when he sit there and told that story? Oh my goodness, what are we going to do about this? This is what they did. Exit station lab. Because they knew their place, right? So let me go ahead and get to this story on that. Let me read the story. And I'm going to show you some pictures. It talks about how this white woman slaps her Nigerian boyfriend, smashes his phone for, watch this, $4 refusing sex. Yes, you heard that correct. This violent particular white woman who slapped the living taste buds out of her Nigerian boyfriend's mouth, smashed his phone for what again? Because that particular Nigerian guy did not want to have sex with her. So more than likely, that was probably a scam in us to maybe try to get a visa, or not a visa, to try to get maybe some other type of beneficialities out of that. And when he arrived and got with her and did his thing with her and saw that, oh my goodness, she's not the halfway okay looking person. Ugh. Right? And she wanted some sex from him or whatever it is. And she beat him down. Right? But the story goes again that not again that a Nigerian man was allegedly slapped by his white girlfriend in America during an argument about after he refused to have sex with her. His particular friend, who disclosed this in a post on Thursday, today is May the 31st, 2025. I think it's had about a week and a half ago, something like that, said the woman also smashed his phone and threw him out of the house. At the same time, it talks about how, but watch this, watch the self-hatred that he had. He said once he traveled, I'm not going to date any black girl, which is very broad. I'm going to go for the white ones. My guy still, that's what the guy said, his friend said. My guy still chop slap on top. If not me, one person will see God, but it won't be me. Oh, he wrote it. But people had a nerve to talk about black folks. Oh my goodness, how to be talking sometimes? You talking the majority of American black folks talk very, talk decent. What are you talking about? Oh, Ebonics, get out of here with that. It's funny how people don't go off on people and say, oh, they know Spanglish. Have you noticed that? Or you say something about the Creoleness. I'm talking about white Creoleness, right? Or some other mixed in languages. They don't have that lava flow for people that do that had that type of mixed type of languages. But some about black Americans, oh, they speak Ebonics. First, the majority of black folks don't speak Ebonics. What are you talking about? Right? So back to this particular topic. Okay, I think that was it for that part. So I'm gonna go ahead and share you this particular picture. And show one last thing, and I think I will close down the show on that today. Let me show you something. Oh, let me show you the picture first. Make sure you see the picture. Now, you see this picture. And look at the terminology as I read you earlier. Once I travel, I'm not going to date any black girl. I'm going to go for the white ones. Once I travel, I'm not going to date any black girl. I'm going to go for the white ones. My God still chop slap on top. If not me, one person will see God, but it won't be me. What in the mess is they're talking about? See, this is one of those low level, don't know how they got to America. Well, anyway, there's all kind of ways they do stuff on the slick side and however numbers lie or tell little white lies or certain type of supremacists allow them to come over here to America to sit there and do pseudo tethering and that's a whole different topic. But so you see that particular part on that. So in the other part I want to show you is let me sit there and share a screen. I'm gonna show you some of these comments. And I want you to look at these comments. You're like, what kind of ill? This person, they're talking. Hold on for a second. What just happened? Man? Hold on for a second. Give me one moment. Oh crap. Hold on. Give me one moment. Oh, hold on. Here we go. Now look at this for a second. Look at the terminology. And you see, no, let me show you a little piece of the phone. Oh, here we go. There we go. I read earlier what they was trying to, whatever they was talking about. Once I travel, I'm not going to date any black girl. I'm going to go for the white ones. My guy still chop slap on top. If not me, one person will see God, but it won't be me. What kind of stuff they're speaking? But numbers of certain ones within certain parts of Nigeria, the ones this applies to, the ones that are allowed to come over here to America. I'm talking about the one, not the numbers of some of the good ones. I'm talking about the ones that are coons and sellouts and be calling black folks Akatas underneath their breath, but smiling in front of black Americans' faces. I'm not talking about coons and sellouts within certain parts of American blackism also, because there are some coons and sellouts and some very naive ones that keep thinking this because somebody has the skin of black, that they are friends, and however numbers are not. But look at this phone. That she put hands on him because he didn't want to have sex. And then she domestically abused him, right? And then smashed his phone, you see right there. Now, regardless, if a man did that, or if a woman said she didn't want to have sex with the man, and he sat there and beat her down, domestically abused her, broke her phone, regardless, it'll be outrage. See the hypocrisy go, but that's not the story topic on that today. It's about how this particular Nigerian guy took that beat down, basically, broke his phone, right? Didn't want to have sex with her because he probably had some kind of situation with scamming or whatever he wanted to try to do. However reason he got to the United States, however reason he was able to. And look at these comments. So I'll finish up this show. He steal money. Bro didn't want to have sex. She still pushed him outside for the middle of the night because she threw him out the house. The phone, whatever it is, ain't gonna say the word. She pound him with mortar. Something. Wait, no, white woman do this? Yay, say wedding sup. Him no one climb bit something. You can slap me him, but I cannot slap you. All this other stuff. I mean, my goodness. But you got people that had a nerve to talk about black Americans, right? Who the majority of black Americans would be considered middle class, by the way, right? The majority of black males are do decently, right? Majority of black males do not commit criminality. Majority of black males do not sit there and run from families. The majority of black males do not break up families. See how that game goes, right? How they keep trying to portray black Americans, especially black American males, like that, right? So I'm gonna stop that right there, and I'm gonna show one little quick. It's a funny video, not well, funny few seconds of this guy who does these hip hop cartoons and some other things. It's funny, but it's still very poignant about how this particular Nigerian guy probably felt the same way on this situation here. Give me a second. One moment. Let me share this screen. Oh, let me share the screen. All right, yeah, share screen. Okay. And there are numbers of ones within certain parts of Nigerianism. The ones applies to, and there are certain ones. Anyway, in this situation, there are certain numbers of Nigerians. The one it applies to, not numbers of some of the good Nigerians, right? And the messed up part, regardless, is there's various types of tribalism going on, right? Hundreds of tribes, hundreds of languages, pseudo languages, right? But at the same darn time, black Americans are not supposed to have their own culture, right? You said that goes, right? They're supposed to say, just say you're American, or just say in general black, and leave it at that. Not you're a Black American that have a lineage, a uniqueness, right? You see how that game goes on that too. Other people can have a culture. That's a different topic. Other people can have cultures within America or come to America, but Black Americans are not supposed to have a culture. Get out of here with that, right? Okay, here we go. So let me make sure that's okay. Let me here we go.
Which way did the white people go? My baby needs this. My baby needs medicine. I need food. I need shelter. I need a home. I need. Which way did the white people go? Which way did the white people go? I have to catch up with them, whichever way they went. If they went to the moon, I've got to go to the moon. I don't know what to do. That's what they're saying. They might be saying it in different languages. Most of them have different languages, which they say they are proud of, but their languages have not served them well. They say that they have a grand heritage. Their heritage hasn't served them well because this is what they are actually doing. We need to start telling the truth. They say that they have a grand, served them well. They say that they have a grand heritage. Their heritage hasn't served them well. Say that they have a grand heritage. Their heritage hasn't served them well because this is what they are actually doing. We need to start telling the truth.
Mm. 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 Wow. How true that is for a certain section within certain parts of Nigerianness. The one applies to. Oh no, there's various other tribes in various sections of Africa that want to supplies to. Oh, that do have some severe tribalism situations going on. So don't get that confused on that. There are ones that have a neo-colonized mentality, bleaching that person's skin left and right. Numbers of them wearing blonde weaves and stuff like that. Ones have self-hatred toward one another, other Africans, right? There ain't no such thing as Pan-Africanism love in various sections of Africa, right? It's like, hey, you're over there, you that tribe, we can't intermarry. We'll talk to each other, but we can't intermarry and stuff like that. Oh no. There are so many types of a lot of beautiful tribes and beautiful people in various sections of Africa, right? And the point, regardless, is that it's like there's still no Pan-Africanism love like that. There is such uniqueness as there's such unique African tribesism going on, right? I'm talking about this is in a good way. This part where one set you'll sit there and see on research or TV. This particular tribe has this. They use this particular thing that has their skin to look like this. This other particular tribe looks like this. Other particular tribe looks like this. Oh, that's the well-known tribe. They do that, but you never see them intermarry one another or boyfriend and girlfriend because it's not allowed, right? Africa's over 50 plus countries, serve 100 languages, right? Hundreds of tribes. But then when that person, however, certain parts of Nigeria, however, number of other ones, then it's like Africa, it's generic Africa then, depending, right? Or they break out and no, we're of Nigeria. Which particular area Nigeria? Which tribe? Which one? Right? So at the same time, depending on what situation is going on, numbers will say this black. You see how that goes, slide under the black banner to get those resources, right? To get that automatic citizenship. Oh, you best believe there are numbers of Nigerian women, the ones who know they are, right? Came over here for maybe some other type of visa, however it go, has some baby or babies, bam, automatic citizenship too. Don't get it confused. It ain't just certain numbers of border breaker or legal immigrant personnel from across certain parts of the border. There's various other cultures too, including certain numbers of Nigerians that are over in America, the ones supplies to, that are doing it. They're having babies too, and automatic citizenship. They want to think they're sneaky too. And unfortunately, millions of American blacks don't understand the game. I thank you for tuning in to the Real CP show.